Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to this week's Soul Talk Energy Insight. My name is Jackie Ellis. I'm from JackieEllis.com. I'm so glad you're here with me. How are you doing? How are you making out with everything that's going on? It's been a crazy month. Some information's coming out, more truths are coming out, so it's a lot of inner stuff. A lot of inner stuff is happening, and we're finding that. I know I'm personally finding that I'm having to sit with things and see how they feel for me, and whether or not I'm ready to accept that, or if I'm needing to sit with it some more, or just release it. And some things I'm like, some things are just, of course. Of course. Um, it's been a journey. It's been a journey for me, for my family, for my friends. So I'm drop a comment below and say hello and let me know how you're doing, because I truly, truly would like to be there for you in some way. Um, so the week of November 19th to the 26th, whew, we're halfway through the moon cycle. So lots of truths coming out, lots of things are, and if they haven't started coming out as much as we thought they were, I've been told that it's because either they're keeping some of the stuff, they're trying to decide which is necessary for people to know, and which is you can find out through other means, in other ways, and some of it simply doesn't matter and will impact. If you did know, it may actually hurt you more in the long run. So higher powers have decided possibly to not to reveal absolutely everything right away, and history will be revealed in the future as we go through, as we journey forward. The week of November 19th to the 26th is the full moon week. Now, if you are following along in my chakra, this is the week where it's really it's the full effect. It's the full moon. It's the full effect of the energy flowing all the way through our chakras. And so really the work that we've been doing up until this point in the moon cycle really was helping us clear out some stuff, or we were being guided to clear out some stuff. And then as the energy from the full moon comes up through us again, it will clear out any of the residual stuff that was left over, that we hadn't completely cleared, or hadn't been ready to see yet. So if you're feeling some resistance, it's probably because there was some resistance relating to that prior to this week, and it's just our guides and God telling us, or giving us a little bit more of a nudge, a spiritual nudge to say, hey, you would be better off to look at this and heal from it and move forward in some way. And that might be old triggers that are coming up for, not the first time this month, not the second time this month, but maybe the third or fourth time this month. And it's like, okay, you know what, enough already. What do I have to do to finally get over this? And I'm laughing because I've been there. I've been there so many times, and it becomes one of those things where I'm tired of getting the what I call a SBS, a spiritual bitch slap, and I just kind of surrender what I need to surrender so that I can finally move forward. And that's really what is possible for this week. I was given direction to do things a little differently this week, and when I did the reading that I do, it was more of, I got intuitive messages, but I also got a feel for really what was possibly happening, because there are chess pieces moving, higher powers that are out of our control are moving pieces, trying to put things into place to help us bring in this new beginning, this new era that we are entering, and but in a way that is healthy for us, that is not as stressful, not like, there's a lot of people struggling with their mental health right now. There's a lot of people that are looking at the chaos in the world and really getting sucked into the lower vibrational anger and frustration and worry and anxiety, and not necessarily taking the time to sort through what they need to sort through and what that means for themselves, for their own journeys. So they're not calming the inner storm that is created from looking outside at all of that stuff. And so in doing what they're doing, they I think the intent was to really bring it in quickly, but they are doing things slightly different now, where it's like a little more drip, 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 and trying to bring more balance into place. So things may not be revealed as much as we thought they were going to be, or that I was shown they were going to be at the beginning of the month, but more of a broadcast situation where this is what's possible for us in the future. Yes, these things, some things will happen that will shake us up and shake the foundations. There will be things that will be revealed that will still do that, but not as much of them. The things that will be revealed will be in relation to what we've believed, what we've considered for our society, what we've lived with for so long as a way of living. And so what I've been shown for this specific week for the full moon, and now I'm recording this. I'm recording this actually before the week of the waxing quarter moon starts. So I don't know even what happens the week prior to the week of the full moon, because we haven't even gotten to that point yet. And so what I'm being shown as happening, now things can change, but what I'm being shown as happening is that there was a warrior energy from a higher power that is helping to minimize the emotional storms that we're going through. And it may not seem that way, because it may be harder for people than they'd like. For some, it might be darn right scary. This is where the light mastery map really helps to sort through what you're going through and really alchemize what you need to alchemize and know how to step into your power. So if you don't have that, I recommend downloading it from my website. If you've been following me at all, you know that I don't like talking about certain things. Don't like talking about events because I'd rather talk about possibilities. I came across a quote from Socrates that really resonates with me. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. And this is where I really try and talk about more ideas than anything. So this is what I want you to know, that if there are events or information that has been played out where we are revealed, people have been revealed to have harmed humanity in ways that are undescribable. People that you didn't expect or hadn't thought of being that way. You hadn't got that vibe from them. And people that have manipulated and conditioned core fundamental areas of our life, you know, in ways that blow my mind. In ways that I hadn't even thought of. And I'm learning to explore how that feels for me, what that means for me, and going for how am I to go forward in a way that is now a new person. I'm in, because it changes a person when they get to when they heal from what they need to heal, from when they shed old beliefs about themselves or take on new possibilities. It changes a person. It changes a person in extreme ways and in ways that are healthy in lots of ways. And so what I've been shown is that some of these people, if not a lot of them, are no longer on this earth plane, meaning they're no longer above this side of the grass. And they're unfortunately facing the decisions that they made along their life, in the life that they had here on earth. And so moving forward, now that we have maybe gotten a glimpse of who those people were, the decisions that they made, we may not know everything. We may not want to know everything. But moving forward, my guides want you to know that we have what it takes within us to have the courage to overcome the chaos. We have what it takes to calm the inner storm and to confidently rise above the disillusions, face whatever thoughts, emotions, and experiences that are challenging you in the moment. And it's not pushing aside and ignoring it because you don't want to deal with it in this moment. It is because when you continually do that, next thing you know, all of a sudden, a tsunami wave of emotions, and mental health problems and physical health problems will take you down. They'll knock you over. and maybe a few other people in your life. And so that's when it starts to affect your health, your health and well-being. It affects your relationships. It affects your quality of life, and it really doesn't have to get to that point if we look at things from an incremental standpoint. And when we calm the inner storm one little wave at a time, the outer storm starts to settle. And we can now move forward without having this battle between people. We can move forward with more peace and love and understanding. We can breathe. We can breathe. So, again, like always, I have 3 messages from my guides. I'm going to talk about each of them. If you are a Soul Talk member, you will get the full video available to you early to watch. It'll be in the Soul Talk membership platform. Everyone else will get this incremental throughout the week, and 1 message at a time. So, if you'd like more information about Soul Talk, as well as like the other benefits of being in the membership, click on the link below and it'll give you the information that you need. So number 2, new opportunities are being revealed for those open to seeing them. New opportunities are being revealed for those open to seeing them. So I don't know what this means. I've heard of like very radical messages where big events are going to happen to help spread the word of this new opportunity, new world that we're birthing in, new age that we're birthing in. I don't know how that's all going to play out. But I do know that new opportunities will be revealed. Now, when I say for those that are open to seeing them, the other day I posted something about, us being able to see the doors of opportunity. And a lot of people will think, well, because I'm not at the other side of the door, it's not meant for me. Because that door's closed, that's not meant for me. Or they don't see the doors because they don't know what they want. And so God or they see doors, but they don't know which one to choose. Because they don't know what they want. And even God doesn't know what you want. So he's just kind of throwing up ideas for you. The doors are always there. We can always choose a door, but we have to intentionally walk up to the door, open it up, and walk through the door. That's what we need to do. Always. And so I want you to know that I'm being shown that plans are being made to minimize the impact that could have been. So no matter how bad we think it is now, it could have been much worse. So I want you to think creatively from this point forward. Where can your life go now? What's possible? There truly are endless possibilities now that freedom is available for us. How can we co-create this world that we're living in? How can we co-create this new society that we're birthing? What is possible for us? How can we do things differently now that those that were controlling things and pushing us down are gone? Now that we have the freedom to do what we want to do to help humanity, what will we do in this moment? What can we imagine as possible for us? There is a momentum going forward as we shift old ways into old ways, shift out of old ways into new beginnings. And there's truly endless possibilities here. Some of you may even feel the urge, the pull, to venture to new areas of the world. Feel the pull to travel once again and start fresh. What's possible for you? What's possible for us as a collective on this earth? How can we co-create our new society that is better for all mankind? Number 3, the final message. Let's imagine what's possible with childlike wonder. Oh my goodness. So I have been actually shown that to think, like I've been asked to think about what it was like to be as a child and live with this idea of freedom. When was I most enjoying that freedom, that feeling of freedom? And when I was asked that question, a vision of me on a swing set with my eyes, I'd close my eyes as I went up, and then I'd open them up just as I was like, my legs were up in the air and I was just leaning back and looking at the sky. And it felt like I was flying. It felt like I was floating in the air. I was free. I was free. We have fresh starts available to us. And I want you to release the past and with innocence, start exploring what's possible for you. It is learning how to give and receive from the heart without any expectations. It's a giving from your heart. It's lovingly giving without expectations of receiving anything in return. It is being able to receive without feeling like we have to give back in any way. It is truly universal love. And it's some of us may be gathering again, coming together as families and friends, reunited after years of separation, deepening connections that have been strained and healing them once again. Bonds are strengthening or have the ability to be strengthened if we allow ourselves to release the past, forgive ourselves, forgive others, and just start giving and receiving with universal love. Giving and receiving from love without expectations. Let's imagine what's possible for our world if we were all willing to do that. Let's imagine what's possible for our own personal journey if we gave ourselves and allowed ourselves to feel love for ourselves so that we can give and receive love in the overflow towards others, so that we're not taking from ourselves in ways that we have no replenishment. No replenishment. We're just depleting our own stuff, our own energies, and giving everything to everybody else, but not feeling that love that we need to have in order to feel whole ourselves. When we love ourselves with the universal love that is flowing within us, we overflow with so much love that we naturally give in the overflow. And when we receive, it just adds more love to share. And that's pure. That is freedom in itself. It's freedom in itself. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope this resonated with you in some small way. If there is, if it has, then, and you'd like to share the love, please share, like, and subscribe to this video, to this channel. And if you feel compelled to buy me a coffee in some small way as a love donation, I use these funds to help support my family. I don't actually buy, it's not an actual coffee, it's just a way for me to make it a fun little gift idea. The membership option information for Soul Talk is down below. Feel free to drop me a line and ask me anything. I'm here for you always. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. I'm sending you all much love. Until next time, be simply you. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope this resonated with you in some small way. If there is, if it has, then, and you'd like to share the love, please share, like, and subscribe to this video, to this channel. And if you feel compelled to buy me a coffee in some small way as a love donation, I use these funds to help support my family. I don't actually buy, it's not an actual coffee, it's just a way for me to make it a fun little gift idea. The membership option information for Soul Talk is down below. Feel free to drop me a line and ask me anything. I'm here for you always. Thank you again for joining me on this journey. I'm sending you all much love. Until next time, be simply you.